Let's get right. Let's get right. Let's get right. Let's get right. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Deala T, and this is No Filters. Always appreciate you hitting that like button for me, subscribing to the channel so you don't miss an episode, and sharing this with the world. And of course, family, when you come in, get comfortable. Get you something to eat, get you something to drink, get you something to smoke if that's what you do. Cause you see the title. We checking names off the list. What's the list? Epstein. Let's get into this here.
Is Vice President Vance hosting a gathering this evening to talk about how to respond to the Epstein situation?
Is he working on what?
Is he hosting some kind of gathering of top advisors this evening to talk about how to respond to the Epstein
Order
situation?
for in the building, Cindy in the building, fam. What we
I
doing?
don't know of it, but I think here's the man right here.
I saw a reporter today, and it's completely fake news. We're not meeting to talk about the Epstein situation, and I think the reporter who reported it needs to get better sources.
Look, the whole thing is a hoax.
Fam in the building.
Because we've had the most successful 6 months in
Poppy
the
Pan,
history
fam
of
in the
our
building,
country.
FAM,
And
what we
that's
doing?
just
Get
a way of
comfortable.
trying to divert attention to something that's total bullshit. Okay?
I'm curious, what exactly is it that's
Wait a
total
minute.
bullshit? Is it
Wait a minute. Did you just hear that? Yo, President Lori in the building. What we doing, fam? We hitting that like button. We subscribe. You already know what it is. We about to cook. This man cussing. And we got a name on the list that's official. Get your notepad. Get you something to eat. Get you something to drink. Get your smoke, fam. You got to get comfortable. Either you're laying down, sitting down, or you're chilling. But get ready for this one. Let's go.
Mr. President, is Vice President Vance hosting a gathering this evening to talk about how to respond to the Epstein situation?
Is he working on what?
Is he hosting some kind of gathering of top advisors this evening to talk about how to respond to the Epstein situation?
I don't know. I could ask you that one. I don't know of it, but I think here's the man right here.
I saw a reporter today, and it's completely fake news. We're not meeting to talk about the Epstein situation, and I think the reporter who reported it needs to get better sources.
Look, the whole thing is a hoax. It's put out by the Democrats because we've had the most successful 6 months in the history of our country. And that's just a way of trying to divert attention to something that's total bullshit. Okay?
I'm curious, what exactly is it that's, quote, total bullshit? Is it the prospect of a meeting to discuss strategy, which has been widely reported and which has now certainly been canceled now that the media found out about it? And so J.D. Vance is just whining that it's fake news? Or is it the Epstein files themselves, which Donald Trump has taken to calling a hoax, which I find pretty interesting considering it was Trump himself who fanned the flames back when it was politically convenient on the campaign trail?
Bill Clinton.
Nice guy. Got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey Epstein.
You raised the question of Jeffrey Epstein in your remarks about in the Q&A.
Well, I think he's got a problem. I mean,
What do you think the problem will be?
I don't know, but that island was really a cesspool. There's no question about it. Just ask Prince Andrew. He'll tell you about it. The island was an absolute cesspool.
What? What are you talking about? That ain't making no sense.
Nobody ever heard of Bill Clinton on a predator island before Donald Trump brought it up, or Prince Andrew. And it's commendable because Donald Trump was right. Bill Clinton did go to that island. There's tons of evidence of that, including but not limited to the victim testimony. And of course, Prince Andrew paying 10 million plus pound sums in order to silence victims. I mean, Trump was telling us before anybody knew about this.
Or was it a hoax when Trump's cabinet members and allies were fanning the flames to build out their own brands too?
Everybody in politics has a vice that's much worse than alcoholism, is the way that I put it. But we
Release the list.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing.
Why is the FBI protecting the greatest pederast, the largest scale pederast in human history?
Simple, because of who's on that list.
In this case, in Epstein's case, it is incredibly disturbing. We have flight logs, we have information, names that will come out.
Is it going to be shocking?
I don't see how it's not shocking.
Breaking news right now, you're going to see some Epstein information being released by my office.
What kind? Are we going to see who was on the flights? Are we going to see any evidence from what he recorded? Because he had all of his homes wired with recording devices.
Yeah, what you're going to see, hopefully tomorrow, is a lot of flight logs, a lot of names, a lot of information. But it's pretty sick what that man did.
The Ghislaine Maxwell Black Book. What names are in there, man?
How is it that my father could be convicted of 34 crimes, but no one on Epstein's list has even been brought to light? I'm trying to figure out how that's possible, right?
You know that's Trump's son, don't you?
Trying to protect those pedophiles.
You know that's Trump's son, don't you?
So it wasn't bullshit when Trump and Vance and Bongino and Patel and Haba and Bondi and Don Jr. needed something to peddle to the rubes in their base. They were all over the Epstein scandal then, but now that they're in power, now that the Epstein list is, quote, on Pam Bondi's desk, suddenly their hands are tied? Or is it that the file doesn't exist? Or is it that it does exist, but it was a forgery by Obama and Biden and Comey and Clapper? Or is it that we shouldn't even think about the Epstein list because Hillary's emails are a much bigger scandal? Or maybe we should just completely ignore all of that and arrest Barack Obama and Beyonce and Oprah? Or maybe announce that we're building a nuclear reactor on the moon? And if you think I'm lying about any of those things, I'm not. Including Trump sending former reality TV star and current transportation secretary Sean Duffy to start the process of building a nuclear reactor on the moon. The guy can't manage to keep planes in the sky right here on Earth, but sure, can't think of a better person to dive headfirst into interplanetary energy. What could possibly go wrong? But distractions aside, what Trump is trying to do here is beyond clear. He is throwing literally every distraction he can think of at everyone because he is just that desperate not to discuss the objective fact that he himself is very much implicated in the Epstein files. And that's not conjecture. Pam Bondi literally informed him months ago that his name was in there. That is why he's not releasing the files. That is why Donald Trump sent Todd Blanche, his deputy attorney general, to a prison in Florida to meet with Ghislaine Maxwell, the only person alive who could incriminate Donald Trump with the information that she has. That is why Maxwell was moved from a high security prison in Florida to a minimum security prison in Texas as a little thank you gift in exchange for her obvious cooperation.
Hold up, dog. Let's get right in here. You know you in here with your boy Deala T. You know there's no filters. FAM, fam. We hitting that like button and we subscribe because this cook. You heard him just say they transferred the pedo groomer, Maxwell, to a minimal prison in Texas as if she been about already cooked up her deal. You got to know what that is, fam. Right in your face. They took her from this prison where you need to be pardoned to this other prison where it's all nice and good. Our people out there playing tic-tac-toe, chess, checkers, everybody chilling, everybody feel good, smell good. But yet you over here telling me that deal came after her meeting with the Department of Justice and the Deputy Attorney General. So that means they put a deal in play for her, knowing that she already been kicking it with Trump. Now, let me tell you what else is stupid. This girl that told them people she ain't never seen Trump do nothing in front of her. Who on your list? Because we got a former president on the list. And it's verified. Let's get right, let's get real. Hit that like button, subscribe, fam. We cooking. Let's go.
Transparency on Epstein and the files. The guy is quite literally working hand in hand with Epstein's sex trafficking accomplice. He's not offering accountability or transparency. He is entrenching the very system he swore to expose. The reality is that if you voted for Donald Trump, he is not looking out for you. He just used you. He knew how to push your buttons, get you all riled up, point at the Democrats, make a bunch of accusations, knowing the whole time that he was just projecting. The whole time he knew exactly what he was doing. The whole time he understood that he was playing you all for fools. The whole time he knew he had zero intention of ever releasing the files. but he didn't care because it wasn't about getting to the truth for his base. It was about saying whatever he needed to say to get what he wanted from you, which is to say your votes. And now that he's got what he needed, there is zero incentive to ever follow through on his end of the bargain. Hell, there is negative incentive to follow through because he would literally be incriminating himself. He manipulated the people who trusted him most only to turn around and screw them over in the most egregious way. All of which reminds me of a poem that I think I've heard a few times.
I saved you, cried the woman, and you bit me, but why? You know your bite is poisonous, and now I'm going to die. Shut up, silly woman, said the reptile with a grin. You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in.
Johnny, you won't believe what I just
Ooh, that's how he talking to everybody? Oh, that's crazy work.
And in case it wasn't obvious, the snake here is Trump, whose entire political career is defined by his craven insistence on promising his supporters the world only to deliver for himself. But this is who Trump is. He runs an entire campaign filled with fake populist promises, promised an infrastructure law that never materialized, a healthcare plan that was cheaper and more comprehensive that never materialized, a middle-class tax cut that never materialized, a jobs boom that
Skeptic
never
in the
materialized,
building, I see
a
you. Jackie
manufacturing
Jones in the
renaissance
building,
that
I
never
see you. What we
materialized.
doing?
In his term, this time, he
Get
did the same
comfortable.
exact thing, promising reduced costs and cheaper groceries and lower rent and justice when it comes to Epstein's victims and accountability for his criminal associates, but he's not delivering on any of those things. The only thing that
This man was reading a book to the world about him being a snake.
Trusted him most, only to turn around and screw them over in the most egregious way. All of which reminds me of a poem that I think I've heard a few times.
I saved you, cried the woman, and you bit me, but why? You know your bite is poisonous, and now I'm going to die. Shut up, silly woman, said the reptile with a grin. You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in.
And in case it wasn't obvious, the snake here is Trump, whose entire political career is defined by his craven insistence on promising his supporters the world only to deliver for himself. But this is who Trump is. He runs an entire campaign filled with fake populist promises, promised an infrastructure law that never materialized, a healthcare plan that was cheaper and more comprehensive that never materialized, a middle-class tax cut that never materialized, a jobs boom that never materialized, a manufacturing renaissance that never materialized. In his term, this time, he did the same exact thing, promising reduced costs and cheaper groceries and lower rent and justice when it comes to Epstein's victims and accountability for his criminal associates, but he's not delivering on any of those things. The only thing he's actually done in both terms is give a tax cut to himself. I don't know how to make this any clearer. He does not give a shit about you. He never did. He just says things that people want to hear, but he never delivers. His entire presidency is a graveyard of broken promises. He didn't end the Russia-Ukraine war. He didn't lower prices on day one. He didn't bring down inflation. He didn't release the Epstein files. He didn't usher in a manufacturing renaissance. And guess what? He won't. Because those are just things he said to get your votes. And now that he got them, he doesn't need you anymore. Now it's about him. Now it's about his legacy. Now it's about his tax cut. Now it's about his bottom lines. Now it's about his headlines. Tell me, if you're a true populist, if you really care about delivering for working class people and dismantling the elite deep state, is this the announcement that you actually want coming out of your White House?
We are proud to announce that the construction of the new White House Ballroom will begin. For 150 years, presidents, administrations, and White House staff have longed for a large event space on the White House complex that can hold substantially more guests than currently allowed. President Trump has expressed his commitment to solving this problem on behalf of future administrations and the American people. The White House is one of the most beautiful and historic buildings in the world. Yet the White House is currently unable to host major functions, honoring world leaders in other countries without having to install a large and unsightly tent approximately 100 yards away from the main building's entrance. The White House State Ballroom will be a much needed and exquisite addition of approximately 90,000 total square feet of innately designed and carefully crafted space with a seated capacity of 650 people, which is a significant increase from the 200-person seated capacity in the East Room of the White House.
Shut the hell up. Hold up. Shut it up. Just shut up. All of that talking. Almost made my head hurt, damn it. Hit that like button, subscribe. We about to cook in there. She over there running her damn mouth. Shut up. Talking about the ballroom. If their administration ain't the worst clowns in the world, because this level of circus I ain't seen in a while. Now they care about a ballroom? You better shut up. Your stupid self.
This.
The only question is, will I go and leave the corners? You could maybe tell me my cabinet could take a vote. You see the top line moldings, and the only question is, do you go and leave it? Because you can't paint it. If you paint it, it won't look good because they've never found a paint that looks like gold.
See, focused on the issues that truly matter, how much gold Donald Trump can be surrounded by. That's what he cares about. Himself and his opulent home, fawning news coverage and wielding the DOJ as his own personal weapon to hide the truth about his long-standing friendship with one of the world's most notorious pedophiles. Trump isn't looking out for you, he's looking out for himself. Any promise otherwise was just the work of a snake who knew exactly what he was doing.
Thank you! And I knew it from the jump! And you should have knew it too, instead of sitting there with the face, with the stupid look on your face like you didn't know what was going on. You knew he was over there not about it. And I'm going to tell you something else too, you little Republicans up in here, and you got Democrats up in here too. You better find some independents. Because you're sitting over there trying to act like you want to stand with him, but you see what he's doing. He's doing it to your stupid ass too. Act like he's just doing it to them. He's doing it to you too. You heard too. Shit, you feeling that too? What you talking about?
That way you can enjoy rapid
Running your mouth.
Simplified claims.
Hit the like button, subscribe. The level of cooking ain't in no book.
Get the
Open up
benefits
your
of
damn
insurance.
eyes. You know what the hell going on here.
Bill Clinton, let me repeat myself, former president of the United States of America.
Get comfortable.
Getting on and cooking now. Bill Clinton is being, him and his wife, Hillary Clinton, have been subpoenaed to now testify on Jeffrey Epstein.
Woo! Hot water! Bah, 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 bah. That's like the DJ in the club. You know the DJ in the club? Bah, bah, bah. Like my brother Sue be like, bah, 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 bah. You heard the name? Check them off the list. Let me bring that back for the people in the back that's over there rolling up, still trying to get their food together. Get your feet together. Get your body together. Sit down. Lay down. Refill your cup. Yeah. Get your plate out the microwave, out the oven thing or whatever. Yeah. We got a name. We got two, and they husband and wife. Let's get right in here right now. Hit that like button, subscribe. It's gonna come out. Don't worry about it. Long as you subscribe with your boy Deala T, here with my fam, and no filters. You all right with me. Let's go, fam.
In this case with Jeffrey Epstein, as I'm going to give you guys a report on what's going on. Now, in a significant escalation.
Fam in the building, Starlight, what's up?
Investigation into the Jeffrey Epstein sex trafficking case.
Who is that? No, don't do that. Stop it right in the tracks. Who is that? I wait. No, who is that? No, don't be in denial because you over there, Republican, Democrat. Who is that? Being rubbed by an underage girl. Somebody ain't got no eyes up in here. My fam, Lori, in the building already. Tell him again, Lori. Tell him again, Lori. See, my fam gonna tell it. See, somebody in here tell me, you tell me. Fam gonna tell you. Cooking with Q in the building. Your Daily Jam in the building. Guy Fox in the building. Better tell him one more time, Lori. Let's get right in here right now. You better tell. What the hell is he doing? And you know what else sick? Somebody had to take that picture. So whoever that was holding the camera was okay with that. You better shut up. Let's get right in here and let's go. That like, hit that like button, subscribe right now. We cooking.
James Comer issued subpoenas today. Oh no, yesterday. Bill Clinton. I repeat myself. Former president of the United States of America, and it is getting on and cooking now. Bill Clinton is being, him and his wife, Hillary Clinton, have been subpoenaed to now testify on Jeffrey Epstein. They have now been subpoenaed to answer questions and testify in this case with Jeffrey Epstein.
King in the building. What's good, fam? You already know.
On what's going on.
That like button, subscribe, family. We cooking.
Escalation of ongoing investigation into the Jeffrey Epstein sex trafficking case. The U.S. House Oversight
Gabrielle in the building. What's going on, family?
James Comer issued subpoenas today. Oh no, yesterday, excuse me. Compelling testimony from former President Bill Clinton and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. The subpoenas are a part of a broader congressional effort to scrutinize the Justice Department's handling of the Jeffrey Epstein case and uncover potential connections to high-profile figures, including
the man in the building.
Donald Trump, alongside the Clintons, 8 former top law officials, including former Attorney General and FBI directors, are also summoned to provide testimony. This move has reignited public and political interest in the case that continues to fuel controversy and speculation as Jeffrey Epstein, a disgraced financier and convicted sex offender, allegedly died by suicide in a New York cell in 2019 while awaiting trial on sex trafficking charges. His death sparked widespread conspiracy theories, with many questioning the circumstances and alleging a cover-up involving powerful individuals. Epstein's longtime associate, Ghislaine Maxwell, was convicted in 2021 for her role in recruiting, grooming, and abusing underage girls.
Whoa, you heard that, didn't you, fans?
At first,
I know you heard it.
Overdone, unnatural.
And she is current.
Because let me tell you something right now. Somebody in here just said, we've been known about the Clintons. Let me tell you something. Everybody don't know about the Clintons. See, you still got to, see, this world so big that even knowing about a situation, that don't mean the other side of the world know about it too. Because you still got people in this world that don't even still believe that there is an elite that exists. You hear words like Illuminati, you hear stuff like that. They don't think that stuff is really real. You got to understand, like your grandparents that's still here, they would never in their mind think or fathom that the government has people like named the elite that runs the world and has an agenda overall on how they outsee our futures. That alone lets you know how many people that still needs to be reached out to, even though they heard about this shit. That don't mean they accept it. That don't even believe they believe it. They heard it. So they need to hear this. So when you come up in here, understand, for my family, my FAM in our house, get right. Because anything that we bring it to the forefront and to bring it to the forefront has to always understand that we need to inform, understand, and be aware that if it walk like a duck and if it quack like a duck, damn it, what is it? Don't sit up in here and tell me what we already know. So many people know stuff, but they don't believe it, and they believe stuff that they still don't accept. And because of that, we living in this type of world where we still have to tell them this is what's going on, even though we heard. Don't it look so different when you see Bill Clinton sitting in a chair with an underage girl giving them a massage? Hell, you can plant the seed in someone's mind that's older or living in that time where they don't believe this is real. But let them see the picture. Let them see the picture. Man ain't got to say nothing, just the picture, tell it all. And now he getting subpoenaed, him and his wife. Yeah, they got to talk about that list. Hit that like button, subscribe. We cooking in here. For the people in the back that don't get what's going on. For the people next door that don't care. For the people down the street that ain't never heard about it. You better open up your damn mouth that this was going on, because this was your former president playing with somebody's daughter. Shut the hell up in here if you ain't making no damn sense. Hell, I bet your stupid self us look stupid. You catch Obama sitting in the seat with some rub on the shoulders.
Serving a 20-year prison sentence.
You better shut it up.
Appeal is under
Kimberly in the building.
Court, and her deposition, initially scheduled for August the 11th, 2025.
Toy in the building. Roly-poly, what's up?
Pending the court's decision. The House Oversight Committee's investigation seeks to examine the federal government's enforcement of sex trafficking laws and its handling of the Epstein and Maxwell prosecutions. The committee has also subpoenaed the
Ruth in the building. What's going on?
All the Epstein-related records, with the deadline of August the 19th, 2025,
Get comfortable.
to produce unredacted files, including communications related to Epstein and records, and the federal government's enforcement of sex trafficking laws and its handling of the Epstein and Maxwell prosecutions. The committee has also subpoenaed the Justice Department for all the Epstein-related records, with the deadline.
Did you hear that? Everybody gets subpoenaed today. Everybody. They got, oh man, let me tell you. Oh man, fam. Everybody gets subpoenaed. FBI agent, Attorney General, Department of Justice, the Clintons, everybody. There must be somebody mad or somebody saying, listen, we can't let the system fail the world right in front of their face. See, this that type of stuff. When you look at them movies, trip off them one movies. When they sit there and be like, oh my God, we got to bring down something, because if we really show that this can happen, that'll mess up the integrity of the world, or the integrity of the actual people believing in the government. It'll mess up the integrity of it. Because this situation is so blatant and so blunt, right in our face, that it can almost mess up the people believing in the system and believing that the system will still protect us. Let me say that again for the people in the back. The moment you understand the integrity, that they see that the people believe in the system and that's all we have is a system to protect us, they never want to bend that or break that. So they have to literally charge everybody involved with this Epstein situation, just so it shows the people, us, that they still have our best interest in law. That's what this is, fam. I'm telling you, hear me. That is what this is. Because if that's the case and it wasn't, why wouldn't they have already been done this? It's been so much that's come out. They saying that the way that they've handled the situation, they subpoenaed everybody because the lack of how they've handled it in the right way that it needs to be handled. Clearly, they know corruption is being done right in our face and in their face. And you gotta be blind. Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, you gotta be them to not know what's going on in our face. Hell, them people still human. They ain't robots. They like, this boy is really getting off. And ain't nobody really doing nothing. And the judge sitting back like, think about it. You in power and you in control. You the boss. And you just sitting back like, oh, look at this shit here. Oh, look at what they're going on here. So they meeting with the girl while she locked up and ain't doing nothing? Oh, but the man said there was a list and he gonna drop it back in the day. And now we ain't dropping nothing. Okay, so the judge just sitting there having a cigar with his other judges. Like, hey, yo, partner, he playing with him. Oh, he playing with him. This boy Trump something else. All right, we gonna give him till next week. And if he don't handle it the right way it's supposed to be handled, we're gonna press a button on him and subpoena everybody in sight. Now, what I want to know is, what is Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton gonna say out of their mouths? Hit that like button, subscribe right now. We cooking in here. I need to know my FAM fam in the building right now. FAM, let me know you with me up in here. They trying to do stupid shit in our face, like we're not gonna call it what it is, but we know what it is. If it walk like a duck, quacking like a duck, damn it, we know what it is. Let's get right up in here. Let's go.
Of August the 9th, back up involving.
Ever been stressed waiting on?
Woo, the hot water!
That's where Tilt comes in. Tilt gives you access to up to 400
powerful individuals. Epstein's longtime associate, Ghislaine Maxwell, was convicted in 2021 for her role in recruiting, grooming, and abusing underage girls. And she is currently serving a 20-year prison sentence. Maxwell's appeal is under review by the Supreme Court, and her deposition, initially scheduled for August the 11th, 2025, has been delayed pending the court's decision. The House Oversight Committee's investigation seeks to examine the federal government's enforcement of sex trafficking laws and its handling of the Epstein and Maxwell prosecutions. The committee has also subpoenaed the Justice Department for all the Epstein-related records, with the deadline of August the 19th, 2025, to produce unredacted files, including communications related to Epstein and Maxwell's cases. The probe has garnered bipartisan support, reflecting persistent public demand
Miss
for
Jackson
full
in the
transparency
building.
in the case that has implicated numerous of prominent figures. Bill and Hillary Clinton's ties to the Epsteins have been a subject, and y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in here, of scrutiny.
Hit that like button, subscribe, family, cooking!
Is known to have flown on Epstein's private plane.
You ain't lying, Rue.
To Express 4 times in 2002 and 2003, accompanied by Clinton Foundation staff and Secret Service personnel. A spokesperson for Clinton stated in 2019 that he knows nothing about the terrible crimes Epstein was charged with.
I got you, Starlight.
To him in over a decade. It's funny how everybody ain't spoke to Epstein all this time. However, allegations persist, including a claim by committee chairman Comey that Clinton was pictured receiving a massage from one of Epstein's victims.
Woo!
During a trip he had a close relationship and had a close relationship with Maxwell. Comer's letter to Hillary Clinton cites her family's connection.
Starlight, I'm with you, fam. We fam.
Including the hiring of Maxwell's nephew to her 2008 presidential campaign.
Let me bring that back for the people in the back that got something wrong with their ear.
It's funny how everybody ain't spoke to Epstein all this time. However, allegations persist, including a claim by committee chairman Comey that Clinton was pictured receiving a massage from one of Epstein's victims during a trip he had a close relationship and had a close relationship with Maxwell. Comer's letter to Hillary Clinton cites her family's connections to Epstein and Maxwell, including the hiring of Maxwell's nephew to her 2008 presidential campaign.
Listen to me. Y'all ever seen that, what's that one thing called Scandal? Let me know if you've seen Scandal right now. Press one in the comment right now if you've seen Scandal. 1 in the comment right now if you've seen Scandal. If you ever seen Scandal, 1 in the comment right now with me, fam. You know, if you ever tripped off that, fam, in Scandal, trip off this. Okay, fam, and then with me now. Y'all with me? You trip out how she had to walk up on Cyrus and them and tell them, like, it's like certain people had to take a L. It was like, this person can't go down. They got to discredit somebody else and make them go down. See, in politics, they can just discredit you. And you're done. It don't matter. But that's what this sounds like. It's like they finna either use Bill Clinton and them and discredit them to get the attention of them. Say that again for the people in the back that ain't seen Scandal. That woman on there discrediting people, making other people take L's for some of these people she covering up for. And that's what this sounds like. Bill Clinton and them is about to get the hammer down on them. That's gonna really shift the energy towards and off of Trump. But what Trump don't understand is all the things he's doing for Maxwell is showing that he's guilty. all the hookups, the shipping her from one jail to another jail. The fact that I just heard to the grapevine that woman got this list and she telling people that Trump his name ain't on it. Or that she ain't never seen Trump doing explicit actions in front of her. Oh, they got to her when they pulled up on her. She said, if you don't want me to say nothing about him, you better send me where the birds are singing and where they eating steak for dinner. You better shut up in here. I know what I'm talking about. And they sent her there. And now she's singing like, I don't even know who Trump was. I ain't never seen Trump in my life. Trump ain't never been to a party. Trump ain't never seen nobody. What y'all talking about? This is scandal. This is movies. This is the shows. This is TV at its finest, right in our face. How they take reality and put it in TV, then put TV in reality and act like it's backwards. No! This is reality. And they make TV shows off of this. They don't make shows based off that. So when you see this shit on TV, don't think it ain't real. Because they get it from reality. Hit that like button, subscribe, fam. Get right in here and cook. Be looking at TV, looking at these movies, thinking they just thought that up. Oh, they just came up with something so nice. Oh, they talking about these magic weapons and these super duper different guns and all this extra curriculum shit. Stupid they made it. That's why they can make a movie about it, because it's real. But it is so real and so weird that they got to put it in a movie first. They can't even introduce it like your new iPhone. They can't even introduce it like the new Jordans. They can't even put it on a commercial like the new car. They got to put the shit in the movie for you to just be like, oh, wow. But if they did that on a commercial, you would be like, what the heck? Better tell them about Bohemian Grove. That's a different story. We're going to touch base on it. Hit that like button, subscribe, family. You know you in here with your boy, Deala T. And you know there's no filters. Tone in the building. What we doing? Let's get right. Let's go.
And his subsequent employment at the State Department during her tenure as Secretary of State. These accusations, while not evidence of wrongdoing, have fueled speculation and prompted the committee to seek their testimony now. Bill Clinton is scheduled to testify on October the 14th, 2025. Hillary Clinton is now being scheduled to testify on October the 9th, 2025. Y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in. Smash and share this video. The depositions are a part of a series of testimonies from former officials, including former Attorney General Merrick Garland, Loretta Lynch, Eric Holder, William Barr, Jeff Sessions, and Alberto Gonzales, as well as former FBI directors James Comey and Robert Mueller, with dates ranging from mid-August to mid-October. The subpoenas mark a rare instance of a congressional committee demanding testimony from a former president, with only 4 other former presidents having received such summons in the past 200 years, and only 2 providing testimony. Y'all smash the like button and share this video as y'all come on in here. The subpoenas follow a July 23rd, 2025 vote by House Oversight Subcommittee.
Tam in the building. You know we fam. I appreciate you. Hit that like button, subscribe. We cooking in here.
Scott Perry and Brian Jack joined Democrats in an 8-2 decision to authorize the subpoenas. This bipartisan support underscores the widespread interest in the Epstein case, which has divided even the Republican Party. Now, President Trump, who had a documented friendship with Epstein in the 90s and early 2000s, has faced scrutiny over his ties to the financier. During his campaign, Trump promised to release the Epstein-related files, but his administration's decision not to disclose further records, coupled with a Justice Department memo stating that there's no client list or evidence of blackmail, has frustrated some of his supporters. The committee's actions appear to challenge the Trump administration's stance, with lawmakers and representatives Thomas Macy.
Thomas Macy? Who the hell is Thomas Macy? Boy, it sound like he's stupid. Thomas Macy. Who the hell is that? Better get right in here.
Ro Khanna pushing for a vote to declassify Epstein's files when Congress returns in September. The Justice Department's refusal to release additional files, citing concerns about victim privacy and the lack of new incriminating evidence, has intensified calls for transparency. Attorney General Pam Bondi announcement in July 2025 that Epstein's death was a suicide and there was no further charges that were expected sparked an outrage among some Trump supporters who believe critical information is being withheld. The committee subpoena for the DOJ records and testimony from former officials aims to address these concerns and assess whether reforms are needed in how federal agencies handle sex trafficking cases. The subpoenas have generated significant attention, with posts online reflecting a mix of anticipation and skepticism, right? Legal experts have noted that the grand jury transcripts sought by the committee and Trump administration are unlikely to yield major revelations, as much of the information is already public from Maxwell's trial and other proceedings. Maxwell opposition to unsealing these transcripts, citing potential prejudice to a Supreme Court appeal, adds another layer of complexity to this case. The committee's decision to delay her deposition until after the Supreme Court's review set for September 29, 2025 suggests a cautious approach to balancing legal proceedings with congressional oversight. The House Oversight Committee subpoena of Bill and Hillary Clinton, along with former Justice Department and FBI officials, mark a bold step in the ongoing quest for answers in the Jeffrey Epstein case. While the Clintons' ties to the Epsteins have been documented, the subpoenas are not an indication of wrongdoing, but rather a reflection of the committee's determination to leave no stone unturned as the depositions unfold over the coming.
How can he say that the subpoena is not an example of wrongdoing, but just them doing their job the right way and make sure they cover all bases? That's like a president being impeached, but you're saying it's not a wrongdoing impeachment. It's just we want to make sure we do the legal things in place that you're supposed to do. When you hear corruption, you can't tell me it ain't gonna happen if it's corrupt. He corrupt. That means that's what come with it. Subpoenaed mean that, boy. You being subpoenaed, they about to get on you. You got something to do with something back in them days. Yeah, so you don't be like, oh no, it ain't a bad thing just because you're being subpoenaed. It ain't bad because you're being impeached. It ain't bad because you're being charged. It ain't bad because your name is of interest in a murder. It ain't bad that you was on a picture with an underage girl getting a massage at a hotel with Epstein and them. You better shut up in her talking like that. And that's the court people, the same court people that's gonna charge them, gonna say something like, oh, it ain't that. Or, it ain't that for real, but what is it then? If it walk like a duck and it quack like a duck, damn it, it's a duck. Get the hell over there with that. Let's go, fam.
They should shed the light on the federal government's handling of one of the most high-profile sex trafficking cases in recent history. However, with political tensions running high and Trump administration navigating its own controversies over Epstein, the probe's outcome remains uncertain. The public's demand for transparency, coupled with the bipartisan momentum, ensures that Epstein saga will continue to dominate the headlines as Congress seeks to uncover the truth. Let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in. Man.
You better hit that like button, subscribe right now. We about to cook and hurt.
I believe that's a real picture on your screen of one of the Epstein. They have confirmed, I believe that's a real picture on your screen of one of the Epstein accusers giving Bill Clinton a massage.
That's what it is. You better hear this.
Can't duck this smoke. They need to testify, and if you lie on the oath, they should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Both of them, him and Hillary. Like I said before, ain't nobody safe. Ain't nobody safe. This man, for some reason, was hanging around all these damn people. For what? Yeah, I want you to really think about that. What the hell is Jeffrey Epstein doing around all these people? What the hell is he doing around President Clinton and these people? Make it make sense. Then you got Bill Clinton in this picture with one of Epstein's accusers giving him a massage. Come on, bro.
Hit that like button, subscribe right now.
What are we doing here, man? What is this creep doing around all these people? Bro, this ain't rocket science. I try to tell y'all this, man. You guys know what it is, man. And this is the reason why the Democrats, Joe Biden, all these other people, this is why they don't want to touch the Epstein case in the files. This is the reason why ain't none of these people touching stuff for years. This is why y'all didn't see none of those guys. I'm going to repeat myself again. Talk about this situation from since when Epstein lost his life, from when the time he was prosecuted. None of them want to talk about it. They all ducked this smoke. And now the Clintons, they need to take their ass in. And like I said before, if you lie,
Jennifer Sanchez in the building, I see.
If you lie under oath, you are under the penalty of perjury, which means that you will face prison time.
Let's be real. They gonna lie. Let's be real. See, he said what he said, but let's be real. They gonna lie. They not gonna get up there and say, yeah, I was with Epstein. Yeah, I was letting underage girls give me massages, even though I'm on a picture. He ain't gonna say yeah. Even though he on a picture, he ain't gonna say yeah. Yeah, I was on there. They gonna get on the stand and lie. Duh, stupid. You think we don't know that? Don't come in here with no eyes open. Put your thinking cap on right now. Put your eyes on. When you come in here, put your eyes on and your thinking cap on and open up your damn ears. They gonna lie. It's gonna happen. It has to happen. So when you say about them lying and then being charged to the fullest extent of the law for lying, let me explain something about Epstein being around these people. Hit that like button right now, subscribe, because I'm about to cook for real. Stop playing with me. You need to understand something. These are politicians who always, every day, have to live by one way. They have to wake up, put that shirt and tie on, grab that briefcase, and go be a Republican, a Democrat, or independent. Every day. And they have to stand on whatever their party believes in. Every day. Now, understand something, fam. At some point in time, they want relief. They want to unload. They want to be okay. They want to sit back and chill out. They want to relax. They want to have a night on the town. You got your millionaires, your billionaires, your trillionaires, your zillionaires, and your cajillionaires. These is who these people are. So they want to have a night on the town and enjoy themselves. And then all of a sudden you get this high, and this guy ain't even high profile. You get this Epstein guy that comes in with money that's on their level and tell them, you looking to party? You looking to have fun? I know where we can go to kick it without nobody tripping off us. Hell, I got my own damn island. And this look I'm giving you right now, this Bill Clinton. You got an island, Nick? Boy, word said, sign me up right now. Hillary, come here, girl. Come here. Come here. Come sit down right here. Sit down right here. Right now. Sit down. Just shut. There, cut it out. Then my partner, Jeff. Jeff, this Hillary. Hillary, Jeff. Tell her what you just told me. Looking to party. And I got my own island. He got an island, fam. Yeah. What we doing? Is it, yeah, we doing that. Where the island at? He like, north of every Bahamas. You can't even, like, how do you tell somebody where the island at? I mean, it ain't down the street. So he like, come on, man. Just tell me where. He like, don't even trip off that. I got my own private jet. Just hop in the jet. You and Hillary, come on. Hop in the jet, and we just gonna shoot on over there, fam. It's all on me. He ran that down to them too. Now, they probably ain't talk about the kids in the midst of it, but they was already partying with young girls already before he even said he had his own island. Point I'm making is, there's always been a way to get in politics. It's the money. When they in the building, I see you, Jesse, in the building. What's up with you? That man had money and did the same thing that Diddy did. And Diddy got it from Epstein. Same thing. Got in where he fit in, rubbed elbows with everybody, blackmail right there. Are you stupid, Jeff? You dumb. I want to call him so many names. Because I'm like, why would you commit suicide like that? Let's follow me, fam. Hit that like button, subscribe right now. I'm cooking. Why would you commit suicide, Jeff Epstein? And when I ain't talking about in the jail cell, Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide the moment he started thinking about dealing with political people on an island and their personal business. That's when he committed suicide. Because why would you do that? I mean, like, why would you do that? You got to be a certain individual inside your body or a certain egotistical thing going on in your brain and in your face for you to think that you want to wake up every day and go knock on the president's doors and say, hey, how you doing? You want a party? Come to my island. Tell me all of your business and let's just have fun. And I'm going to record you without you knowing it. What was you trying to get out of that? Where was you going with that, fam? I'll wait. What? I mean, if you think about this, everybody going crazy. Epstein this, Epstein that, everybody pedophiles, everybody sick. I'm just trying to figure out what was Epstein thinking of to even think you even want to get involved in this. Marshmallow in the building. What we doing, fam? I'm like, are you dumb? Mama K in the building. You already know what we doing up in here. Shout out to you. Where we been? We here. Epstein committed suicide when he chose to get involved and play with political people's lives. Because those people are sick in their mind. So if they tell you that they like kids or they like playing with underage girls or they like going on islands and doing sick shit that we can't think of, you must be stupid to think you was okay with being even told that. Real quick, you ever been told something you didn't really want to know and now you become liable to the situation? Ooh. You ever been told something that you don't want to know and now you become liable as that person that's involved? But you didn't want to know. Oh, man, we're going to have to get our notifications together. Everybody in the building that subscribe, let's get right. You know that notification bell. You know when you hit that notification bell, make sure you hit all so you will never miss an episode with your boy Deala T. And no filters. Let's keep it going in here, family. Let's get right and get right, get right. Drop a FAM in the bottom right now for me. Let me know my fam up in here. We checking in. We getting right in here. FAM, let's go.
And to me, they need to ask him about these pictures right here. That is one of Epstein's accusers in that picture. What in the blue hell is she doing giving Bill Clinton a massage? Make it make sense. But we supposed to sit back here and play like a bunch of damn fools and act like we don't see nothing. Think about what I'm saying to y'all.
Shout out Poppy's Pad. You know how we come.
So they need to rack their ass up too. Him, Hillary, all of them need to get questioned.
Everybody get
like
locked
I
up.
said before, if there are any lies found, bring it to the people. I don't care how old you are. You can be 75, 80 years old. You spend the rest of your life in prison. You play around lying. Or if you get caught in any illegal activity. That's the reason why they need to release the files. Think about this.
At baseball,
Ooh, they're gonna release them.
Game, it's a lifestyle.
So they need to rack their ass up too. Him, Hillary, all of them need to get questioned. And like I said before, if there are any lies found, bring it to the people. I don't care how old you are. You can be 75, 80 years old. You spend the rest of your life in prison. You play around lying. Or if you get caught in any illegal activity. That's the reason why they need to release the files. Think about this. You got a president of the United States. I want y'all to think about this. A former president of the United States of America getting a massage from an Epstein accuser. What else do we need to be talking about, man? I try to tell y'all this, man. I try to tell y'all this. Look at this picture right here on y'all screen. That is confirmed to be a real picture. But we gonna act like we ain't see this and this ain't, you know what I'm saying, our minds playing games on us. Epstein accuser right there in front of y'all. Think about that. And you can look that up. That's all online right now. And then when I look at this picture, y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in, man. The lights need to be up and y'all need to be sharing this video. Look how Epstein's looking at
Hit the like button, subscribe, we cooking.
Let's stop this stuff, man. What is this creep doing around all these people? Make it make sense. What you think he doing? What y'all think he doing?
What he doing?
I would love to be a fly on the wall for the questioning of Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. I would love that. Because now it's all starting to make sense. They talked to Ghislaine Maxwell. And now all of a sudden they pulling up former president of the United States of America and his wife, who was the Secretary of the State. What the hell do they have anything to do with Jeffrey Epstein? Make it make sense. Right? But then again, this is the same guy who lied about getting Dome in the White House. What else are we going to talk about? This is the same guy.
Monica Lewinsky.
I didn't have relations with that woman. To the world, you in a leadership position and you lie about getting top in the White House and then got exposed for lying and impeached. Exposed for lying and impeached.
So you knew what type of time Bill was on already.
We see you in pictures hanging around Epstein. We see you in pictures getting massage. This shit hit different now.
Cause why they didn't put this on the front page? See, this is what I be talking about. Like, how we get these pictures? You think we just got these pictures out of nowhere, fam? These are the pictures that they put out. That's how we get the pictures. So why they not putting the picture on front page? He ain't the president right now. He a former president. The president of the United States said something about this man's name being on the Epstein list from jump. So why they just didn't make this the front page of the papers? Like, why this can't be that? You understand? Poppy's past says, where's the picture of Clinton in a dress? Oh, I want to see that. I got to see that. I need to know. That's a real thing right there. Marshmallow says they doing wrong. Jesse says they went to the royals of England, the Vatican. They're all connected. I heard about that too, family. That's a real thing. That's crazy work, my G. Because even knowing that the whole side of England, yeah, England involved, heavy. Prince Charles, all of them over there, yeah, off the chain. You understand? Jesse said because they wanted the strength on the Dem side, on the Democrat side, and that's real. But see, they're trying to blame Democrats for a lot of things right now because of how the Democrat Party has been exposed. But that has nothing to do when all Democrats and all Republicans are on the list. And again, the Epstein list exposes you to be a pedophile. or that you came across some young girls in some places and you didn't open your mouth. Whether you tried or you didn't, you still didn't open up your damn mouth when you knew who was around. Just like the person that took this picture of Bill Clinton getting a massage by an underage Epstein accuser. Hit that like button, family. Subscribe. We cooking in here. Let's go.
It hit different now. Right?
Yeah.
The protection plan is over with. Ain't nobody safe. And that's why I believe all these leaders that are supposed to be alleged leaders should be vetted thoroughly. Period. Because this right here, like I said before, is absolutely disgusting. That is one of the victims of Jeffrey Epstein giving a former president of the United States of America a massage. What else we talking about, man? And again, what the hell is you doing hanging around this creek?
Okay, so Ruth asked, wait, how old is the girl in the picture? So the girl in the picture is shown to be no more than, I believe, 13 or 12. I believe she's like 12 or 13 in that picture. One of the accused girls that was at Mar-a-Lago with Trump, that's his resort, spa resort. Because one of the girls that worked at the spa resort was underage and she was actually doing spas, so she was doing massages. Basically, all of them was, and about all of them almost worked there. Point I'm making is that they all was in the same like age group. So that was well off, 13, 14. Nobody's 16. Nobody's 18. Nobody's 21. Nobody's 30. So heavy work in front of your face knowing that they knew this. Let's go.
Think about what I just said. And you got Democrats running around here acting like they all high and mighty, going after Donald Trump for the Epstein thing. No. We ain't gonna forget about Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton.
No, they didn't, Sarah. You right.
What are their links? See, all this stuff need to be made public. Their full deposition and questioning should be made public. Again, because I don't trust Bill Clinton. This the same dude that went up there and lied about getting domed.
Fam in the building, you know what it is. We're going to make sure we all understand, informed, and we aware.
And you're hanging around Epstein. And everybody going to say, well, I didn't know what he was doing. Come
Big
on,
Papa 4200 in the building, I see. Bunny in the building, what's up with you?
But like I said, once again,
Chris in the building, what's up, man?
Full accountability. And it's sad to me that people are afraid to have it. But now that they have been subpoenaed and they got to go and speak under oath, under the penalty of perjury. And like I said, we've already known Bill Clinton to perjure himself. So this is already on the record. I don't want to hear nobody with the Democrats come here. Come on, take a minute. I don't want to hear that shit. This man lied under oath about getting domed in the White House, man. So he don't have no credibility himself. People don't always praise him as some big time moral figure. Man, this dude right here is the bottom of the bottom as well. And Hillary, come on, man. You think he gets any better?
What does this say about Hillary? But you know what this man said about Hillary? Let me say something.
They rejected her deposit.
What happened with Hillary with that Pizzagate shit? Tell me right now. Tell me right now, fam. What happened with Hillary with Pizzagate? When she ran for that and Trump and them exposed her, what happened? See, that's another scandal thing. The Pizzagate situation had already been going on. All the corruption had already been going on, fam. So all she did was get exposed because they wanted her to be exposed. Think about how bad that was, that Pizzagate stuff. Because somebody explain to me what Pizzagate really was? Because if I can recall, it was sick. Sickening what Pizzagate was. So that lets me know further she was a part of the scandal that the elites have when they know somebody has to go down and somebody has to go up. Somebody has to look like the loser. Somebody has to look like the winner. Somebody has to look like David. Somebody has to look like Goliath. There's always the agenda and the look. And it was Hillary time to take that L because she wasn't finna be the first woman president. But she could have if things was done the right way. So when they started getting into their personal life and started talking about Trump groping women and talking bad to chicks and treating them like they're nothing, Hillary Clinton could have won. Until they said, okay, now it's time to implement stage 3. And that's tell on Hillary. And Hillary is literally rewarded with money, power, and she goes somewhere to lay off to the side to chill out while she see everything unfolds in her face. As Trump becomes president, as she's embarrassed for being accused of some of the sickest things you can think of. That's how they do the game. That's how they play the game. Because if you get involved with them people, that's how they play the game. You can get involved with them, but when you're involved with them and they taking care of you, they also gonna tell you when they need you to take an L for them. Let me say that again for the people in the back. You get involved with them people, they gonna take care of you, but you gotta take care of them. And that means when they need you to take a L, take a life, take your own living to further the great agenda that they have in place, believe you signed up for that. They're not going to ask you to do nothing. Once you sign up with them, everything that comes with it is automatically in the package. So I'm sure when they told Hillary Clinton, hey, you finna take an L and we finna use this to expose you so Donald Trump can win the presidency clear cut, that's it. And that's what happened. And life went on after that, family. Hear me again, say it again. Trump in her, Trump is winning in her, Toby YouTube in her. Listen to me. After that time has went by. Ain't nobody talked about Pizzagate scandal with Hillary Clinton. Ain't nobody thought about nothing. Time just went on by. So for time to just go by and nobody cared, they knew what they was doing because they was like, hey, this is going to be a thing for about a month or two. And after that, there's going to be new headlines. See, that's how much stuff that's going on in the world and even on YouTube. Because it's so much that when you get a headline hearing that the president the person that's running for president has something to do with a Pizzagate scandal. And if you all don't know what Pizzagate meant, that had a lot to do with them eating not food. Or even them having kids over and they using pizza to translate the way they talking and doing stuff. That's the realness of this conversation. But you not gonna love them type of pieces, fam. Hit that like button, subscribe. We cooking for real in here. They know when they have to take a L and when they have to shut down whatever's going on so they can further the agenda. And right now, Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton are being called back in to further the agenda by being the distraction. Because believe it or not, people still care that Bill Clinton is still just here. And if you hear something like that about Bill Clinton, people are going to react to that like, oh my God, is he... What? That's a real thing, fam. So I'm telling you right now, Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton are there to take a L, and I ain't talking about a bad one. They are just to further the agenda by being the cause. Let me say that again for the people back in the back. They are here to further the agenda by being the cause so they can create the effect. Did you not see that coming? But let me tell you, like, cause and effect. Cause Hillary Clinton and cause Bill Clinton is in this picture. The effect that it's having on us is a distraction. Hit that like button, subscribe, fam. We cooking. Francie in the building. Let's get right in here. Let's go. It's a bigger situation,
she got hit
man.
With a harsh reality. She thought she was going to be the first female president ever. Had LeBron James and all them people up there endorsing her.
Losing their mind.
Y'all remember that? I ain't never going to forget that. And still lost. Took that L with her.
We pretty much take it all.
Shout out Sarah for subbing. I appreciate your family.
Same day notice for
each and every Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Let's go.
Throwing this stuff in the dirt, you're actually
right. But somebody got to tell me on social media, somebody on YouTube got to tell me what in the blue hell is a former president of the United States of America doing getting a massage by one of Epstein's victims. Come on, bro.
I wait.
We ain't gonna play no games over on this channel, bro. Listen, man.
Explain that.
And they need to ask him about that shit.
Explain that, fam.
Get him under oath. And like I said, to me, I don't care how old he is. So don't come in here with that, oh no, he's older ticket. Come on, man. I don't give a damn. Doesn't matter. They came after Bill Cosby. How old was Bill Cosby? How old was Bill Cosby when they came after Bill Cosby? So, yeah, no excuses.
Right. So get right in here. Ain't no excuse.
And now, this shit is cooking. The fact that they're bringing these people up and they got to testify under oath, this shit get real surgical now. Because, remember, those files have not been released, all those files.
At all.
So if you lie under oath, then files are released. Then it's something different that's in them files, man. And then if you're Clinton, you don't
but think about something. Think about something real quick. Clinton them old as shit. Okay? But they billionaires. Okay? Millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, zillionaire, gajillionaire. They are in that bracket. So they living their life abundantly through the money. But the problem is that they're older. So for them to come out and say anything now, just like how they be on that movie Scandal, where they be old and they be like, oh my God, I did that, but who cares now? I'm the former president. I'm old as shit. Who matters? Yeah, I knew the girls was there. What if they tell everything because of how old they is? They know tomorrow don't promise them shit. That man might get up there and start singing like a new choir. And it ain't gonna matter because he like, oh my God. Oh my God, I'm old. I'm dying. I'm just dying. He don't care. Why would he care? He dying. So if now he's caught or anybody is snitched on or anything is said that he is not in position, it don't matter. Because he's at an age where it doesn't matter. He not care about his next 10 years. He looking to think he might see another year. Hell, let me tell you something too. Because just like in Scandal, remember in Scandal when the girl, the lady that was running vice president in Scandal, right? The vice president white woman. That white woman that was running, she was a vice president running with the president. And they found her to run as running mates with him. Her husband, she found out her husband was gay. Okay? Something happens, somebody gets shot, it's blood out there, somebody's dead. The husband is dead. She's sitting there shaking. Now, mind you, she the vice president. She's sitting there shaking. The point I'm making is that this is another classic case of knowing how they're going to cover it up. Because, honestly, Bill Clinton and them can just go crazy and don't care about their life. And just sing and whistle blow, and all of a sudden they come up, boop, gone. So in my mind, I'm thinking like either they gonna say something or not, and if they're not saying anything at all, then what? I mean, then what? Hillary get up there, start talking and say some extra curriculum shit? It don't matter. Then what? What's after that? What's after this? So I think it's funny to me because there's always a cover up in politics, and you have to see it to believe it, to know it's there. And right now we are witnessing a strong cover up in our faces. And nobody's there to police it, govern it, nothing, shut it down. I mean, you gotta thank God that there's a judge that says, hey, I'm gonna subpoena everybody besides the Clintons to make it look like or act like it matters, or the system is bigger than the president, or that the system is always in charge, or that the government is always a step ahead. Like Francie Knowledge says, they will continue with scandals and such. Marshmallow says they cannot be rehabilitated. Jesse's barber says treason is not a pardonable crime. Jesse always also says guaranteed they're all already pardoned. I agree, because that conversation was based on pardoning Maxwell to get her out. They was trying to tell her, hey, listen, you talking a lot. You need to be quiet. Shut up. So Maxwell, like, I'm going to just shut up. But I'm going to shut up in regards to knowing y'all about to move me out this filthy place. Y'all going to give me a better living, and I'm going to say nothing. And that's just what that was, fam. We don't need no billboard to be like, you know, this just in, Maxwell, Trump. No! We will never need that. Because here with Deala T and no filters, fam. We read in between the lines. We can see it before it's coming. We know it's down the street. We feel it. And if y'all all get up right now and start running to the left, damn it, I'm going to knock this shit over and start running with you without asking with a question. But some of y'all in there still need to see everybody get up and run to the left, and you're going to be like, what's coming? Right, ain't running. What happened? I don't see him no more. Oh my God, they coming for. You're going to be too late because you on the couch playing prize picks and shit. While everything going on in your world, you over there doing nothing. You better shut it up. Poppy's past said it's about time for the truth to come out. Let me tell you something. The truth shouldn't have been out, but this the thing. It's going to come out, but it's going to come out the way they want to spin the narrative. Let me say that again for the people in the back. It's gonna come out, but it's gonna come out a certain way, in a certain way to spin the narrative. Al K says it'll never come out. Let me tell you something. It will come out. And when it does, it's going to be so discredited by the time that it comes out that people are going to not even look at it like we are today. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Don't believe me. When they release the Epstein file, the booklet or whatever, it's going to be so watered down. It's going to be so polluted from talking about it so long that nobody's probably going to really care at that time. They know what they doing when they overflow, water it down, press it, stress it, depress it. I mean, just heavy on you. They know what they doing. They know how to wear you down with information so you don't focus on the real shit that's in hand. Okay, the point is that we need to inform, understand, and be aware of what's going on so we can let our kids know and our family. That's the point. That's what matters. Mama K in the building, you already know what's up with it. Mahogany in the building already, what's up with it. Jesse in the building, you already know. Let them know, Mama K, what's up. Man gonna ask me, so what's the point? The point is just to inform, understand, and be aware. So do those things for me, fam. Because that's important. And that's why we're here. Hit that like button, subscribe, family. We cooking.
Have no leeway with the people because they've already known you to be a liar.
Understand and understand. Shout out to you, Mama K. I like that.
Right? And I'm just telling y'all what the real is. You can get mad at me all you want. It is what it is. Why is all these people hanging around this dude, bro? This dude is one of the worst people in American history. Think about that. And you got former President Bill Clinton sitting down smiling with this guy. Make it make sense.
Woo!
I want y'all to really think about that. This is one of the worst.
We see him
in American
He can't shake this.
And Jeffrey Epstein, one of the worst people. If there's a top 20 list, he's on it. He's on it. He committed allegedly some of the worst crimes you could. Make it make sense. But all these people, presidents and these people, hanging around this guy.
Everybody hanging around like he all right and like he cool. He not.
They ain't seen nothing. And then, like I said, you got Clinton getting a massage by one of this guy's victims. How disgusting.
Man. How disgusting is that? Clinton getting a massage by an underage girl. You see the donations in the chat. You see the pin at the top. You see the super chat. All money is good money. Support of here with your boy Deala T and No Filters. I appreciate your support. Dropping a donation in the Cash App, a donation in the super chat, family. Let's get right. Let's go.
How disgraceful.
Disgraceful.
Right? And then they got a nerve to have a picture of this. Now imagine if there was no picture. There'd be all the deniability would be on 1,000 if there was no picture. The fact that there's a picture of one of Jeffrey Epstein's accusers giving this man a massage. Bro, listen. And then you got a picture of these two dudes smiling like this together. Look at their smiles, bro. Yeah, you know, man. Like they just talking about good times. Come on, bro. And again, how do Epstein link up with all these people? Boy, that deposition is going to be something crazy. He get ready to get deposed in a couple months. And I want to hear all
of it.
Him and Hillary. And I'm interested in what the hell they got to ask Hillary about Epstein.
That means she was there. I just told you what you're gonna add. Let me tell you what she said. What I say. Hit that like button, subscribe, family. We cooking. They gonna ask her about that. They gonna be like, what you know? Well, you know, I was with my husband. And you know, we went wherever we went. We enjoyed ourselves to the fullness. But I don't know nothing personal. She gonna know her role and shut her mouth is what's gonna happen with Hillary Clinton. And it's sad. Cause have you no charisma? Have you no care for them kids? Have you just know nothing? You just got nothing for nobody? Just nothing for nobody. No love for nobody. Nothing cares. How do we get past that? How do we move past that? How do we move on? Let's get right in here. Let's get real. Poppy's Pad in the building says exactly. Chris in the building. I see you. Jesse, Helen, Barber in the building. Marshmallow, you already know. Nene Love, Savvy TV in the building. You already know. Checking in. What's up with it? Let's get right. Hitting that love. Hitting that like. Subscribe. We cooking in here. Let's go.
About Jeffrey Epstein. I want y'all to think about this. You have, they are now subpoenaing a former president of the United States and a Secretary of State to testify about Jeffrey Epstein. Which means it has to be some type of link or some type of something for them to even be asked about this dude. Because if you had nothing to do with him, they wouldn't have nothing to ask you about it.
Say that again, Ticket.
They are now subpoenaing a former president of the United States and a Secretary of State to testify about Jeffrey Epstein.
That's real, Nene, with the tickets in her membership. Where y'all at, fam? You see her?
For them to even be asked about this.
Shout out to you, Francie. I heard you.
They wouldn't have nothing to ask you about it.
It can replace multiple tools like multimeters.
Because why they asking you about it if you wasn't involved with it? Shut the hell up.
And wire strippers.
Nasty work, man. Nasty work, man. But they say the truth will always come to light.
Nasty work.
20.
I like that
years
one.
Later.
It's crazy work, but that's nasty work.
It could be 20 years. It could be 30 years. You could think that you got away with some shit you did 25 years ago. Imagine that. 25 years ago, you thought you got away with something, and the shit come back on you.
Let me tell you something.
Think about it.
Say that again, Tick.
25 years ago, you thought you got away with something, and the shit come back on you. Think about it.
Think about
it. And I
think you got away with something, didn't you? What you thought you was doing? Where you do it at? Right here on earth. And who saw you do it? Who saw you do it? Wasn't nobody around, but who saw you do it? I'll wait on you. Who saw you do it? Wasn't nobody around, but who saw you do that? $20 years, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. Wasn't nobody around when you did it, but who saw your ass do it? You better tell me right now. I know you know. I know you know who saw you do it. Wasn't nobody around, but who saw you do it? See, some acknowledge him as omnipresent. You understand what omnipresent means? Omnipresent. That means whatever you did 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago, we know who saw you do it if a person wasn't there. Somebody call him Most High. Some say Yahshua. Some say God. But we know truly there's only power in one name. That saw you do what you did 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago, and ain't nobody wasn't there to see it, but we know somebody was there to see it. You better thank God that whatever the hell your dumb ass did then that we don't know about, you still here to be breathing, to be living right now, to be doing what you doing right now. And I pray you doing the right thing. Because yet, if we take a step back and don't see that that's the situation, we have to acknowledge that that old shit will come to light. Like Jesse said, amen, he judges all. Jesse said, none will escape judgment. That's real. Hit that like button, family, subscribe, because we cooking in here. Is that real? Let's go.
And again, you know, I'm not, what are we doing here, man? What is this creep doing around all these people? Bro, this ain't rocket science. I try to tell y'all this, man. You guys know what it is, man. And this is the reason why the Democrats, Joe Biden, all these other people, this is why they don't want to touch the Epstein case in the files. This is the reason why ain't none of these people touching stuff for years. This is why y'all didn't see none of those guys. I'm going to repeat myself again. Talk about this situation.
Thank you, Poppy's pad. Proof is in the picture.
Lost his life from when the time he was prosecuted. None of them want to talk about it. They all ducked this smoke. And now the Clintons, they need to take their ass in. And like I said before, if you lie in a deposition, if you lie under oath, you are under the penalty of perjury, which means that you will face prison time. And to me, they need to ask him about these pictures right here.
Right now.
That is one of Epstein's accusers in that picture.
Yes.
What in the blue hell is she doing giving Bill Clinton a massage? Make it make sense.
I'll wait.
Are we supposed to sit back here and play like a bunch of damn fools and act like we don't? Giving Bill Clinton a massage. Make it make sense. But we supposed to sit back here and play like a bunch of damn fools and act like we don't see nothing. Think about what I'm saying to y'all. So they need to rack their ass up too. Him, Hillary, all of them need to get questioned. And like I said before, if there are any lies found, bring it to the people. I don't care how old you are. You can be 75, 80 years old. You spend the rest of your life in prison, you play around lying. Or if you get caught in any illegal activity. That's the reason why they need to release the files. Think about this. You got a president of the United States. I want y'all to think about this. A former president of the United States of America getting a massage from an Epstein accuser. What else do we need to be talking about, man? I try to tell y'all this, man.
That's it.
I try to tell y'all this.
That's it.
Look at this picture right here on y'all screen.
Look at the picture.
That is confirmed to be a real picture.
Look at the picture.
But we gonna act like we ain't see this and this ain't, you know what I'm saying, our minds playing games on us.
Are they gonna blame it on AI?
Epstein accuser right there in front of y'all. Think about that. And you can look that up. That's all online right now. And then when I look at this picture, y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in, man. The lights need to be up and y'all need to be sharing this video. Look how Epstein's looking in this picture, bro. Come on, man. Bro.
He looking like he's eager and he's with it.
Doing around all these people. Make it make sense.
Look at his face.
What you think he doing?
Look at his face.
What y'all think he doing?
Sitting there looking like he up to no good. And Bill sitting there laughing with him.
Questioning of Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. I would love that. Because now it's all starting to make sense. They talked to Ghislaine Maxwell. And now all of a sudden they pulling up former president of the United States of America and his wife,
trying to tell you,
who was the Secretary of the State.
Trying to tell
you. What the hell do they have anything to do with Jeffrey Epstein? Make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
Right? But then again, this is the same guy who lied about getting dome in the White House. What else are we going to talk about? This is the same guy who lied. I didn't have relations with that woman. To the world, you in a leadership position, and you lie about getting top in the White House. And then got exposed for lying and impeached.
That's sad. That's sick.
Exposed for lying and impeached. Now, we see you in pictures hanging around Epstein. We see you in pictures getting massaged. This shit hit different now. It hit different now. Right?
Right.
The protection plan is over with. Ain't nobody safe. And that's why I believe all these leaders that are supposed to be alleged leaders should be vetted thoroughly.
Right.
Guys, the new puzzle.
That's real. You can't argue with that. They should be vetted early. They should be vetted early. So you know what to do. They should be vetted early.
Because this right here, like I said before, is absolutely disgusting. That is one of the victims of Jeffrey Epstein giving a former president of the United States of America a massage. What else we talking about, man? And again, what the hell is you doing hanging around this creek? Think about what I just said. And you got Democrats running around here acting like they all high and mighty, going after Donald Trump for the Epstein thing. No. We ain't gonna forget about Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton. Why are they even being questioned? What are their links? See, all this stuff need to be made public. Their full deposition and questioning should be made public. Again, because I don't trust Bill Clinton. This the same dude that went up there and lied about getting dome in the White House.
Getting dome in the White House. Man, lied about Monica Lewinsky. Don't forget about who it was. Monica Lewinsky, you know what happened. He was getting dome in the White House. She was getting his life together. Had about her medulla. You hear me? The back of it. With that crease on it. And had her here. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody walked in. Man got caught. Up. Oh my God. So he had to release her head. He had to release her medulla. And then all of a sudden, oh my God. So somebody knew that Monica was in there giving the man up close and personal. Okay. He released her head after somebody seen what happened. And then the man come out talking about, I did not have sexual relations with Monica Lewinsky. Well, that's a lie, Bill. Because we know you had in the corner in the dome, crease in the back of medulla, in that motion. Yeah. And Monica Lewinsky caught, hook, line, and sinker. The man lied, got impeached, out of the White House. So how did you not believe that he ain't on that right now with these pedos? He like all the girls. He want to get down and proud with everybody. You understand me? Let's get right. Let's get real. Hit that like button, subscribe, family. We cooking. Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. Through. Let's go.
So why should I believe this clown? And you're hanging around Epstein. And everybody gonna say, well, I didn't know what he was doing. Come on, man. Cut the crap, man.
You know what he was doing. Had his own island. You know what he was doing.
But like I said, once again, full accountability. Full accountability. And it's sad to me that people are afraid to have it. But now that they have been subpoenaed and they got to go.
They got to go now.
And speak under oath, under the penalty of perjury. And like I said, we've already known
Hillary get down.
to perjure himself. So this is already on the record. I don't want to hear nobody when the Democrats come here. Come on, take a minute. I don't want to hear that shit. This man lied under oath about getting dome in the White House, man. So he don't have no credibility himself. People don't always praise him as some big time moral figure. Man, this dude right here is the bottom of the bottom as well. And Hillary, come on, man. You think he gets any better?
She
That's
sick.
why when she ran for president, they rejected her deposit.
Tell them why.
She got hit with a harsh reality.
Tell them
She
again.
thought she was gonna be the first female president ever.
What I say earlier? Pizzagate.
Had LeBron James and all them people up there endorsing her. Y'all remember that? I ain't never gonna forget that.
Nobody can. What?
And still lost. Took that L with her.
Thank you. So you know her exposure don't matter.
But somebody got to tell me on social media, somebody on YouTube got to tell me, what in the blue hell is a former president of the United States of America doing getting a massage by one of Epstein's victims?
What?
We ain't gonna play no games over on this channel, bro. Listen, man.
They should have put this on the New York
And
front page.
him about that shit.
Yes.
And get him under oath. And like I said, it don't, to me, I don't care how old he is.
I'm just trying to figure out what can you ask.
Oh no, he's older, ticket. Come on, man. I don't give a damn. Doesn't matter. They came after Bill Cosby. How old was Bill Cosby? How old was Bill Cosby when they came after Bill Cosby? So yeah, no excuses.
Man was 1,000 years old.
And now this shit is cooking. The fact that they're bringing these people up and they got to testify under oath, this shit get real surgical now. Because remember, those files have not been released, all those files.
At all. At all.
So if you lie under oath, then files are released. Then it's something different that's in them files, man. And then if you're Clinton, you don't have no leeway with the people. Because they've already known you to be a liar on public record.
Yeah, but think about something. He gonna lie. They got to lie. They're not gonna come out under it. Hillary ain't gonna get up there and be like, yeah, we was at Epstein Island having fun and whatever they said they did it. They're not gonna say, yeah, we knew Epstein and we was cordially invited to everything. They're not gonna say that we was cordially invited to everything we was at cordially, just on the strength, like we was just having fun cordially. We was just getting along cordially. You know, just high by cordially. We on an island cordially? The hell you thought this was, talking about this cordially invited? You're cordially invited to something going on at 8 o'clock. They on an island for days. Just like they at Diddy House getting it in for days. So don't sit up in here and act like Clinton and them ain't guilty. And you're a Democrat, you're a Republican, you better shut up and be an independent. Because your people name on the list. And if you're standing by them, damn it, then that means you should probably be on the damn list. Hit that like button, subscribe. It's getting real in here. Keanu in the building. I see you. Julie in the building. Terry, what's up with you? Jaleel D. Sugar Rush pulling up in there. Nene Love Savvy TV pulled up in the building. Cooking with Q in the building. Poppy's Pad. Day Ones, what's up with you? Let's get right. Let's go.
And I'm just telling y'all what the real is. You can get mad at me all you want. It is what it is. Why is all these people hanging around this?
Damon Brown in the building. What's up, partner? I appreciate you checking in. Hit that like button, subscribe for me. It's real.
Former President Bill Clinton sitting down smiling with this guy. Make it make sense. I want y'all to really think about that. This is one of the worst people in American history. And Jeffrey Epstein, one of the worst people. If there's a top 20 list, he's on it. He's on it. He committed allegedly some of the worst crimes you could. Make it make sense. But all these people, presidents and these people, hanging around this guy. They ain't see nothing.
Nothing?
They ain't see nothing. And then, like I said, you got Clinton getting a massage by one of this guy's victims. How disgusting.
Hold up. Let's bring that back for the people that wasn't here that didn't get what happened.
How disgraceful. Right? And then they got a nerve to have a picture of this. Now imagine if there was no picture. There'd be all the deniability would be on 1,000 if there was no picture.
Tammy in the building from Detroit. I see what's up.
Picture of one of Jeff.
Think about this right quick. If these was just accusations and allegedlys, okay, fine. Accusations and allegedlys don't come with pictures, videos, comments, no recordings, none of that. It's just accusations and allegedlys. Like shit you think might have happened. What you think happened with this minor and this grown ass man in this picture? Just tell me what you think happened just from what you looking at. Because see, they can draw up conclusions about us just from hearing what we did with no picture. And that's just you and I. Each and every regular day of us being regular civilians in the world. No pictures of nothing that happened. But yet they have a picture right here. They got a picture. So what do you think happened in this picture? Just from looking at this picture, what you think else happened? Because this should tell you even furthermore that they can draw up something about you and me as civilians and have no picture and say we the worst because they can hear that something happens. And that's how they discredit us. Just as well in politics. All they have to hear is that you did something bad in politics and now you're discredited, you're done, you're suspended, you don't be in your position no more. It's over. But they got a picture of this man, a former president. They got a picture. But see, the worst part about this picture of him being massaged, that makes you further think what else happened just from seeing this. If this picture was on the front page of every newspaper in the world, this would open up so many more doors to what else happened. It ain't even about the massage. It's about what else happened just from looking at this picture that buries him deeper. Oh yeah, he's definitely dug his own grave right here, but he's buried deeper and he don't come out that 6 feet. When people see this and say, what else did he do with her? And she's an underage child. This your cousin, your daughter, your niece, your partner daughter. You better shut the hell up in here if you got a problem. Ain't about no damn white, black, Chinese, Hispanic. You better shut up. Male, female, which one of you being raped? Male or female, which one of you underage being taken advantage of? Male or female, which one of you don't have a voice? And you damn sure ain't got one when you dealing with a politician. You better hit that like button, subscribe. You been in here with me this long and you ain't got the picture by now? You better thank God for this information because it's people like you that don't get up when everybody run. You sit there and watch of where it's coming from. Your stupid ass be still trying to figure out what happened when everybody is safe and you still in danger looking for when it's coming. You better open up your ears. Let's go, fam.
Jeffrey Epstein's accusers giving this man a massage. Bro, listen. And then you got a picture of these two dudes smiling like this together. Look at their smiles, bro. Yeah, you know, man. Like they just talking about good times. Come on, bro. And again, how do Epstein link up with all these people? Boy, that deposition is going to be something crazy. He get ready to get deposed in a couple months. And I want to hear all of it.
See, let me explain something to you, Francie. Let me explain something to you, Maddie B. This is especially for you. Because fam says he don't care though, and that's right. Then he says, Maddie B says, correct. That's why it won't mean anything in the end. Politicians have a free pass. In the end of what? In the end of this or in the end of the world? You got to be more specific when you say in the end of what? Because when we say it don't mean nothing in the end, it means something all the way, period, until all of us are gone. Why? Because when you dead and gone and your kids are still here, your kids are still here to deal with this. The end of all of this situation, Maddie B, let me tell you why it does matter. Because at the end of all this situation, everything that will unfold, everything that will reveal itself, everything that will be exposed, it will measure and say how much the government is really, really unfit, sick, filled with pedophiles, and a disgrace to history in life. And for the future of our kids, this will let them know that this is what's leading your life when we're gone. These are the people that's still here with you. So we must open your ears now and tell these people, this is what's going on and this is leading. So be prepared to take your own independent position instead of a Democrat, instead of a Republican. You must be independent. Because clearly the minds of them and what they think of tomorrow is not good for me and your kids. Hit that like button, subscribe. It's real, family. You don't get this nowhere else. And the fact that they all are corrupted, Maddie B, that's the realness about us understanding that we'll have to be independent and choose our own stands. When we put our thinking caps on, open our eyes and open our ears and know that if it walk like a duck and it quack like a duck, damn it, what is it? You see the shit and don't even say nothing. And then you crying later when the shit happen. Take your stupid ass on and get some. You better get right in here. You better get right in here. There's no time for no tears later. You don't get to cry later. You don't get to, you know, when crisis happen, what they call it, crisis. When crisis happen, what the world do? Tell me what the world do when crisis happen. What is the main thing the world does when a crisis happens? I'm going to give you a moment to tell me right now, what do you see on TV when a crisis happens? Maddie B says fight. Tell me what you see that the world does when a crisis happens. The entire world says this when a crisis happens. This is the only time they acknowledge. Oh! Somebody in here with me. Terry Roberts, you must be a FAM fam. You must already subscribe and like. You already know because we cooking. He talking like us in here, fam. Terry, who are you? Poppy's past says turn a blind eye. Terry says go to Jesus. Shout out to you, Terry. I appreciate your sub and family is real. Let me tell you something. Monday through Friday, we in at 9 p.m. It's your boy Deala T and my family. We know filters. The biggest thing you just said was what I'm talking about. But see, you use the name that's power. I wanted people to understand when something happens in our world, the only thing we do is say, God bless America. That is the only thing that is said in this world about God or anything spiritual is when crisis hit, they always say, God bless America. You ain't heard God bless America in the last how many months? How many weeks? How many days? You ain't heard it. See, God don't matter in this world when every day is corruption, evil, sickening. But when it's that crisis that hits, or when it's that we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, everybody from your damn mama back in the 70s to today still living is yelling, God bless America. So that thoroughly lets me know that we all really do know that it is spiritual warfare here. Why? Because they have to call on some higher being, higher spirit, when all else fails for us on land. Because if that wasn't the case, nobody would call on God. We'll be down here trying to figure out some damn Transformers or something, some Decepticons, some machines. Shout out to the real ones checking in and understanding what's going on. I appreciate each and every one of you all tapping in, hitting the super chat in support of donations in the Cash App. You know it's love, or even it's just becoming a member. Always, each and every Monday through Friday with your boy Deala T. And no filters. You already know it's love. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it right. Let's keep it right. Let's keep it going.
Him and Hillary. And I'm interested in what the hell they got to ask Hillary about Epstein. What is Hillary's involvement enough for her to be questioned about Jeffrey Epstein? I want y'all to think about this. They are now subpoenaing a former president of the United States and a Secretary of State to testify about Jeffrey Epstein. Which means it has to be some type of link.
Hot water.
Or something for them to even be asked about this dude. Because if you had nothing to do with him, they wouldn't have nothing to ask you about it.
Right. And what I say all the time, every time we pull up and we get to cooking, every time we pull up and we put our onions in our saute, we get to throwing this and we get to cooking these ignorant mother. I always say, now how your damn name come up in that? No, I wait. How your name come up in that? That's the first thing. How did your name come up in that? So when you think in your mind, you like, your name came up in that. Now we got to figure out what you did in that. Because your name is a name of interest in this position, in this situation. Why? Yeah, you damn near guilty just because your damn name in there. That's real. Why your name in there? And now we know. Because we got too much history on your dumb ass. We know you over here been playing and dealing with because you a pedo. That's why your name in there more than once. And then what's sad is when it come down to Hillary, you would think more so when you hear about the woman, and it's different because it's a woman and a man and a woman. You got to understand something. Woman going to stick by a man. And if a woman dealing with that man finna do something, that woman say, oh man, what you doing? And that man say he about to change the world. But in the world of like war, unrest, unpeaceful, just corruption and destruction, that woman may stay right there. Or that woman may say, oh no, you too much for me, brother. I got to go. Who you talking about, Matty B? Let's make sure we clear on what we discussing and what we talking about, family. Because at the end of the day, the decisions of how the men and women make and what they choose to do as a couple And if it's corrupt and powers that be, and then they find themselves in situations where Hillary Clinton was a part of Pizzagate and Bill Clinton was a part of Monica Lewinsky. That's two situations that they can never unstamp, untag, undo. But yet, they being subpoenaed because their names got to do with the Epstein list. So don't sit in here and tell me I'm tripping. Shalia D say, he talking about Will Smith when he smacked Chris Rock. Oh, that's sad. Because that's like an innocent bystander being put into a position, or that's the situation of a man defending the woman that he's dealing with, but knowing that this woman is corrupt, but yet that's his woman. He got to defend that. Hillary been moving different, but Bill already knew. And now they subpoenaed. You know what subpoena mean? Tell me what subpoena mean right now, family. FAM in here right now. Tell me, what is a subpoena? It sounds like you under the ground, you digging for dirt and you're dead. Let's go. What is a subpoena?
Nasty work, man.
That's what it is.
Nasty work, man. But they say the truth will always come to light, even if it's 20, 30 years later. It could be 20 years. It could be 30 years. You could think that you got away with some shit you did 25 years ago. Imagine that. 25 years ago, you thought you got away with something, and the shit come back on you. Think about it. And again, you know, I'm not, casting their guilt or nothing like that. I'm saying, why in the blue hell are you even having to be questioned? And why are you in pictures with this creep? What links you to Jeffrey Epstein?
Right.
Make it make sense. And then again, like I said before, this picture, I'm never going to get over this picture. Why are you in a picture getting a massage by one of his victims? Come on, bro. You're a former president of the United States of America, and you're on record for lying. You're known as a liar. You're known as a liar, Bill Clinton.
You already know what it is, Matty B. I appreciate you Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. FAM family. Hit that like button, subscribe. I'm with you. Have a good night, my G.
Impeached for that. For lying his ass off. The man lied under oath. Said he wasn't getting top in the White House. So he got impeached. They can't tell y'all the truth about their own personal selves, but we supposed to believe that they the right people to run the country. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Y'all, people be fooled by this stuff every day. They be fooled by this every day, bro.
Every day.
I told y'all, it ain't no picks and chooses with this thing, nigga. So again, they need to make the transcripts public. Go ahead and make it public, right? So that we can all see what these dudes say and what she say, and then release all the files. And let's see if the words line up with what's in those files. And if not, then we already know what needs to happen next. But I'm telling y'all this. I hope all this shit get exposed. Because to real talk, they need a whole new system running the country. And I'm not talking about none of these clowns that's in here now. I'm talking about they need a whole new form of leadership.
Right.
And the only way you do that is by getting all the bullshit out and proving that you're willing to prosecute all the wrongdoers, regardless of who they are.
It never works like that though, fam. It's real.
Because when you're a leader of men and women, you're supposed to be a righteous person. Let's just tell the truth.
You heard?
Because you hold the fate of the country and a lot of the free world in your hands. And y'all smash the like button and share the videos. Y'all come on up.
Hit that like button, share that. We subscribing and we cooking.
So yeah, you need to make the deposition public, and hopefully they put it online. Because I've seen they put other people's depositions on the internet. They put the full deposition on the internet. So whenever these people question, bro, we don't want no quiet questioning. We need full transparency for the, and that's the thing. They need to start having all this shit be full transparency. We in the year 2025, man. This ain't no more hiding shit like they did in the past, bro.
Everything exposed. Everybody getting cooked.
So again, my first two questions would be, is what the hell is you in the photo with this creep for? What's the nature of your relationship with this clown? And also, why are you getting a massage from one of his victims? I'm starting right there with Bill Clinton.
And I want to know what he gonna say. How do you respond to that? How do you get asked those questions and then you respond to that? And that's the thing that I'm saying. We looking at the picture and then you ask him those questions in court, in front of his wife, in front of his kids, in front of the world. Just like they just did Diddy. But you see the difference between Diddy and Clinton? Just a former president. That man is a record producer. Nothing about any of that matters. Again, let me say that for the people in the back. He is the former president. Diddy is a music producer. That is far-fetched. The music producer is going to get buried alive way faster than the former president. Because we know that the president holds all secrets, all life, all everything. Skippy in the building, I see you. Thank you so much, and I pray that you vote for your boy Deala T and make sure that they put no filters on the tab. You hear me? Let's be right on the ballot. Real talk, though. They would never bury a president up against a music producer. They'll let Diddy fry before they let Bill Clinton die. So those are the things that we're looking at and understanding in this situation. I want to know what fam think in the comments down low. Do you believe that Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton is about to get locked up? They about to be exposed for all and everything they've done since back then to now on the Epstein list? I want to know what you think. Each and every Monday through Friday with your boy Deala T at 9 p.m. And this is No Filters. Good night, family. Be safe.